Ooh, I have good timing. I have obtained water. The ad break is over. Welcome back, everybody. You're just in time. And I am just in time for reading a whole lot of things about various things because we're playing Gabriel Knight, the game of Wikipedia. Okay, so things I have to search. I've been given a list of things from this riddle that I've been provided called Le Serpent Rouge. And luckily, a lot of things are capitalized. So let's look up some of the things that were capitalized in this riddle. Jesus. Jesus was a Jew born in Bethlehem around 7 BC. No, I've already looked at this. I don't have to read this again. Haha, you know who Jesus is. I know who Jesus is. I'm not reading this out if I don't have to. What a way to start. Okay, what else was this? Asmodeus. Asmodeus. So I remember making a comment like, oh, they actually have they didn't go for he was born at 0 BC on Christmas Day. Okay, Asmodeus. According to legend, Asmodeus was a demon whom Solomon tricked into guarding his temple. As such, Asmodeus is now considered the guardian of lost or hidden treasure. He is also invoked by magicians for supernatural protection of place and objects. Nice. What else do we have? Kniggets. Knight. Medieval warrior of the noble class, typically depicted in body armor, also a playing piece in the game of chess. That is barely anything for a description of what a knight is. Typically depicted in body armor. That is barely... Okay. I've done 12th century reenactment. I have to talk a lot about chivalry and knightly virtues and stuff because I'm one of the only women in the group. So I don't do the combat stuff. I do the everything else. I do clothing is my personal favorite thing to do demonstrations about because I love, like, can you see? Oh, you can't see. I've got a dress mannequin in the background. It's just out of shot and I'm not messing with my camera. But I do stuff about dance as well and to talk about courtly virtues and manners and all of that stuff. That is nothing for a description of knights. But we are going to look up chess. Chess is a game of strategy that has been popular for centuries. The origin of chess is believed the Persian Empire. That's a weird way of saying that. It was imported to the West around the time of the Crusades. According to some sources, the Knights Templar were responsible for bringing the game to the West and for changing the Persian playing pieces to those that match the medieval European courts. See, also, I've looked at Knights Templar already. I'm not going to read that again because that's a lot of reading. See chessboard.
Knights, pawns, queens, rooks. They're all mentioned in the Serpent Rouge. The 64 stones must be a chessboard.
The chessboard is a grid of alternating black and white squares, 8 per row and column to make a total of 64 squares. The game of chess is descended from the Arabic counterpart. Its present form, with knights, kings, queens, pawns, and rooks, was adapted in the Middle Ages by crusaders visiting the Holy Land. They brought the game back to Europe in its present form. The game has many symbolic interpretations, and entire books have been written on the subject. For example, the black and white board and players are said to represent the Gnostic belief of duality, and are considered so heretical, that was considered so heretical in the Middle Ages. And I've already looked up duality. Okay, so what does that mean for what things mean?
I think the 64 stones represent a chessboard, a grid or perfect cube of 8 by 8 blocks. It must go on the map somehow.
Fantastic. I can make that happen. Main menu, analyze, draw a grid, fill a shape, 8 by 8.
That's it. That's the chessboard.
Boom, baby. Ooh, cutscene.
Way to
Cutscene.
go, kid.
Hey, Gailey. You seen Madeline?
Of course. She's under my bed.
Huh? Ah, you're being smart, are you? Well, I just thought she might be with that fella of yours. This is his room too, ain't it?
Yes.
Ugh.
Say,
Ugh.
since Madeline's not around,
Ugh.
you want to have dinner with me?
No.
Oh, come on. I got some celebrating to do. Hey, I'm going to be a rich man after what I
Don't
found
like
today.
him.
You play your cards right, you might learn something.
All right. I'll change and meet you downstairs.
Really? Good, I'll,
Don't go anywhere.
Wait! Knock it off. Is this it?
just like I said, right?
You said you'd explain it to me. I just don't understand all these technical things.
Shouldn't have got me so damn drunk then.
Oh, come on. I'm
Oh.
dying to hear your theory. Now,
Grace knows kung
you said
fu.
this was
Just
taken
putting
by
that out there.
satellite?
Damn right.
Seismologists.
Them. Right. They use radar to take satellite pictures all the time. Shows them underground faults and whatnot. No one ever thought to take one here, though, right? So when I sees one of these maps, I says to myself, John, I says, that's the ticket. And I was right, too.
Oh, he's... anyone who thinks that Gabe is bad,
Oh,
this
so
man
the
is a
radar
predator.
bounces off the
He's
Earth
a
and the echo is
predator.
recorded.
What?
I mean, I guess.
Right. Right. So I pays to get one of these pictures done. And baby, I hit the jackpot.
What's this dark area here?
A big old hollow. What you think?
oh,
Okay, right? It's
she's
all connected.
agreed to go for a drink with
So you think
the
this is where
Australian
the treasure
guy.
Nah, baby. The treasure's
Oh.
right here.
is? Ugh! Chica!
Take the map.
Hi. I just got back and I was trying to, what are you doing with Wilkes, Grace?
None of your business. And, don't wait up. I'm sure Mosley's back too, and we do have that catching up to do.
He deserved that? Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ugh. Blech. Blech. I kind of wish I hadn't taken my break when I did, because there was almost no reading to do. That would have been a really good cutoff point. Oh, you're confused by her changed demeanor? Yeah. Basically, she was trying to get information out of him, like,
Oh, I'm just a dumb little girl. Could you explain it to me?
which worked on him because that man is a big dumb ape. Oh, afterwards, after she left, earlier, I'm not sure if you were in the chat at that point, Gabe went out for dinner with Madeline, the sexy French tour guide who has been flirting with him throughout the whole game, offered him to go on the tour for 2,000 francs. Grace has to pay 3,000 francs. And also they've had a flirty relationship through the whole series. So Grace is finally getting back some of her own. Good cutoff point. Probably also a good starting point. It was just, yeah, we're in the last game of the series, so there is a lot of context. I do apologize if I don't explain stuff that goes on, because it's one of those things like, I know what's happening. And everyone has the exact same access to knowledge and information as I do. You don't. I should know better. But yeah, Gabe has been a ladies' man throughout the whole series. And at the beginning of this game, when he meets up with Mosley, they have a conversation in which he says, like, look, I really like Grace, but I know that if anything happens between us, He describes her as a chair. He likes the chair. His family likes the chair. All his friends like the chair. But if he buys the chair, he knows that he's going to have to change all his other furniture. I was like, I get what you're saying, my dude, but don't compare women to inanimate objects. But it's more interesting if I do. I like it when people get what's going on. Okay, saving. That's the thing I'm doing. Wilkes is an ape. Basically, he's saying that, like, if I got together with Grace, everything in my life would have to change. And he doesn't want to do that. Like, Grace is wonderful. She's like a Louis XVI chair. Beautiful, classy, everything. But his life is IKEA. And it's functional and cheap. So he doesn't want to change his life, even though he knows he could have something wonderful. Because he's stupid. Sneaking out before Grace is up. But yeah, Gabe is dumb. Gabe is not. Gabe is good with the ladies, but not good with women. Yeah, don't compare women to objects. Don't do it. He's not good at accepting that women have full lives, but he's still better than frickin' Wilkes. Because Gabe, he admires women. He's like, yes, look at that. Look at this woman. She's smart and funny and beautiful and all these wonderful things. Wilkes is like, woman. Ugh. There is a difference. You can still be a horn dog, but you can be a respectful horn dog. Okay, what's going on? No one's in the dining room. Oh, Simone is asleep.
She's the night receptionist. I don't want to wake her up. Ooh, you are sadistic, aren't you?
Let's see what's going on out and about. What would be going on out and about? What time is it? Okay, so it is... it's 2 a.m., right. I gotta go see Larry Chester. Oops. Clicked out of the window there.
I'll go get the Harley.
So Larry Chester is a English teacher. Not like that he's a teacher of how to speak English. He is a teacher who comes from England, who is on a sabbatical writing a book about the Templars. He also, we have discovered, is a Freemason who is connected to Prince James, the guy who hired us to come out here and, well, he didn't hire us to come out here, but guy who hired us to try and protect his infant child from vampires. We did a bad job at that. Prince James sent along a couple of men to look into this while having more information than we did. They got murdered. And upon us telling Larry Chester that, he set an alarm for 2 a.m. and kicked us out of his house.
I could pull into the driveway. but that's probably not the best idea.
Don't know if you'd describe either as respectful. Yeah, respectful's not the right word I'm looking for. Yeah. I don't know what word I'm looking for. It is an intrinsic thing that I know Gabe's reaction, like the way that Gabe treats women and the way that Wilkes treats women are different. But I don't know if I'm able to put into words what that difference is. It's just, if I met those two guys at a bar, I know which one, like, I'm going to stay away from the Wilkes. I'm going to stay very far away from the Wilkes. I'll put up with Gabe. Okay, so we are at Chateau de Blanchefort, which is next to Larry Chester's house, so we can go and sneak up on his house.
I should lay low and see what Larry's up to.
Where's a hiding spot?
No, really. There's nothing down there but water.
You leave the bar, to be fair, but yeah, you know what? Absolutely. If I wouldn't be in a bar in the first place because I don't go outside. But whatever social situation there might be where I encountered these two guys, yeah, Wilkes is the type of guy to run. Do not be near this guy. Gabe, I might put up with, because he is charming and funny, but it's like, yeah, no, there's no. Nothing would happen. It's like, yeah, that's fine. You do your thing, sir. I don't want to be involved in this thing, but I accept that you go out and live your life. Ah, there we go. What is this thing called outside? Sounds scary. I don't like it. There's snow outside. What you doing, Larry? Playing RuneScape? Ooh. You have a hat and a shovel. You are ready for action. and a thing. What are you going to do with the thing? What is the thing? He's playing Laura Bow. Off he goes into the wilderness. Where are you going, Larry? Can I go with you? Just going to hit the escape key so I skip over the animation of him walking across the screen. Okay. He done did bury the thing. Dramatic music. Larry's perception is a natural 1. So we zoop down here.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
Luckily, I have a shovel.
Nope, those don't work together.
Oh! This music is awesome! I thought this was where you were.
Nope, those don't work together.
Maybe I have to follow him back? Had to go get food back. Welcome back. Larry Chester has just buried something near his house. Oops, I'm lost. No, the 3D is failing me. Where's the way out? Okay, I'm here. Up this way? Ooh, this is a long way. I don't know if I'm supposed to follow Larry or what.
It's Larry Chester's house.
I know it's Larry Chester's.
I think he went to bed.
Okay. So we're going to go back this way. He buried something out here. What did Larry bury? Was it very scary? Because I'm feeling quite contrary. And the situation's hairy.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks. Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
Yes, Wilkes is the run type of man. And Gabe is the avoid type of man. Yes, that is exactly. Don't necessarily want to encounter either, but you have to. One of them should prompt you to flee or seek help. Yes, yeah, that's it. Like, where is... I saw him bury something. I should be able to dig it up, but I cannot find the spot. It looked like it was between these rocks. Oops, hello.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
Also, if someone just buried something, it's gonna be obvious to look at it.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
Thanks so much for the lurk and see ya. Wilkes is the run like the Flash type of guy. Yes. Do not interact. Just get gone.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks. Nope, those don't work together.
Music in this section is really good, but I'm very bad at finding. Where's this thing? Okay, so I was up. Where was I? I was hiding here. I saw him. Yeah, I saw him about there.
Now, what do you suppose he put in there?
I would love to know.
I'll go get the shovel off the back.
Okay. I thought I clicked everywhere over here while I was over here. Weird. That's a weird way to shovel things.
I hope it's not a dead gerbil or something. Most Holy and Sacred Bloodline by Larry Sinclair. Well. I'll take it with me when I go.
Okay.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. Okay, what do we have here?
I'd rather give it to my speed reading partner. This must be the book Larry's working on. He lied about the topic and his name.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad telling you, like, oh, everyone who is working on a book about the Templars. Apparently not.
I have to go into Sydney and do an ad data if I want to scan this.
Just curious. Let's skedoodle. Flee with extra fleeing. Do-do-do.
I better grab the shovel.
Ooh. Noises. Noises. Ooh, heck yeah, following you.
Damn it. It was a black sedan, but I missed it. Weird.
Okay. But it was heading up this way. The only points of interest are Larry Chester's house, which I wouldn't have lost. Hussein's tomb, which is just a thing at the side of the road. And Chateau de Serre. Okay. Have a good night, Spider. Ooh, hiccups. I'll probably be wrapping up fairly soon. Thank you. Poor Simone. Some people are not made for night shift work. Not me. It's 6:30 a.m. and I'm still wide awake.
Time for bed. Again.
Ooh, having a dream. There's a unicorn. Unicorn is scared of 3 people. What's happening? Oh, I don't know what's happening. They try to take... They magic the unicorn. They expose the unicorn's throat. Oh, is that a kubasa? The squiggly knife from Gabriel Night 1? The unicorn's throat bleeds and they gather the blood in a cup from whence they drink. And badness! Oh, glowy. Glowy. And now you have a unicorn horn. It's feeling a little horny. Ah! Ah! Vampire! Gabriel is unable to move. No, Anessa. Anessa. Oh my. The window is closed. So those who do not know, Gabe does have like prophetic dreams. That's part, like one of the few Shattenjager-y power things that he actively does. Oh, weird flashback and flash forward because I remember what happens next here. Gabe has always been very protective of Gracie, even though she goes off and does dangerous stuff. Eyebrow waggles. Oh, I'm saving. I am scandalized.
I can't believe what happened last night. Well, it was a long time coming. Oh, God.
Wow, a long time coming. Good for you, Gabe.
Look at all these genealogy charts. It's about the bloodline. I wonder where he found it. Yep, you bet.
Now I can drive the Harley.
This bloodline concept keeps cropping up. I wonder if Sydney knows anything about it.
Okay. I like that they have different outfits every day. Well, Gabe doesn't, but it's actually in this, like, it's mentioned in Gabriel Knight 1 that he is Mr. White T-shirt and blue jeans. That is all that he owns. Okay. All right, so wants to know if I know bloodlines. Bloodlines. Sacred bloodline of the Pharaohs. In ancient Egypt, the bloodline of the pharaohs was manipulated in each successive generation by a powerful sect of priests. The blood of the pharaohs was considered divine due to this calculated genetic cross-matching. In their efforts, the priests used a variety of methods to determine the proper marriages, including magical portents and divination, astrological progressions, and even a kind of ritual that would now be considered a form of chemical testing. The bloodline was intermarried frequently, brother to sister, to double its divine potency. Double the godliness, double the fun. Doublemint gun. The priests were trying to create a living Osiris, a god on earth, by perfecting the lineage of their pharaohs. The details of this process were one of the highest secrets of Egypt and have been lost to the sands of time. Interesting. What's my next step in Le Serpent Rouge? Leo.
I visit the tomb of the celebrated painter Poussin and, like the shepherds, puzzle at the enigma of the tomb. My brain pounds, the light burns my eyes. It is all too mixed up to tell. Teniers, too, has dipped his brush in the earth, and his at the innermost places of the queen. Here is the sign that Teniers has given in his innocent recluse. Surely there is a path between the two.
Okay.
Those two paintings are mentioned again. I really need to get a hold of them.
Oh, I remember how to do this. So I can't pick this up and scan it into Sydney.
This bloodline concept keeps cropping up. I wonder if Sydney knows anything about it.
Oh, I should have looked up shepherds because that was capitalized. Arcadia. Arcadia is a mythological place of pastoral serenity and beauty, shepherds and nymphs. Of serenity and beauty, shepherds and nymphs. There we go, there's the correct emphasis. It is a fictional place, popular in the 16th century, though its name may come from the pastoral area of Greece called Arcadia. A standard feature of Arcadian scenes is a bubbling stream emerging from the ground. this underground stream represents hidden knowledge such as the Pythagorean Gnostic, Kabbalistic, and Hermetic traditions. Arcadia itself represents the naive state of man, blissful but ignorant. Without this knowledge, the naive state of man, blissful but ignorant without this knowledge. That's a weird way of saying that. As the stream's bubbling emergence shows, forbidden knowledge always sooner or later comes to light. These concepts are somewhat related to the Tree of Knowledge and the Garden of Eden. On the other hand, esoterists might argue that the true Eden represented by Arcadia can only come about once the stream surfaces, as it does in the paintings, and is allowed to flow freely, i.e. once the hidden knowledge or secret becomes known. Well, let's look up Tree of Knowledge, baby. Gotta follow those hyperlinks. Tree of Knowledge. The Tree of Knowledge and its fruit, the forbidden fruit, are taken literally by some Christian sects as real elements of the once existent Garden of Eden. In the Bible, Eve eats the fruit after being tempted by Satan and then urges her own sin upon the hapless Adam. After eating the fruit, they are both suddenly aware of their nakedness and become ashamed. As punishment for eating the fruit God forbade, they are exiled from Eden. This story can be read symbolically to imply that it is man's intellect that expels him from the simple, natural world that belongs to the animal kingdom and the rest of creation, i.e. Eden. The symbol of the Tree of Knowledge has become meaningful to several occult and esoteric societies, no longer as an object of man's downfall, but rather as the object to be desired and striven for. Why should God deny mankind knowledge? In this capacity, Satan, or most often called by these groups Lucifer, or Lightbringer, is the revered bearer of knowledge, hero instead of opponent. They reason that if man and the knowledge of God would deny them, there might become gods themselves. Immortality has also been associated at times with the forbidden fruit. Immortality, or living forever, has been an age-old quest of mankind. Ever since man realized that he, like his father before him, would one day die. I've read this one. I don't need to read it again. Because I came here through the Grail previously, and the Wandering Jew. How am I hitting that back button? Okay.
Those two paintings are mentioned
Okay.
again. I really need to get a hold of them.
Okay. So, to get a hold of them, which in modern times would be super simple, just look up the museum that they're held in. I don't think I'm going to get full points in this because I haven't really been listening at the doors and stuff. And so I'm probably missing stuff. Oh, wait, very important. No, come back. Where are you going? Whee! It's even funnier when he's off screen.
I don't think that would accomplish anything.
I was trying to open the door. Okay, let's go to Le Musée. Church is that way, so this way is the museum. I will get this by the end of the game. Up the stairs. Yes.
Ah, they've got some nice postcards of the town and valley. That postcard is just a scenic shot. It's not going to help me with the treasure map.
I have to choose a specific one.
Oh, it's David Tenier's The Temptation of St. Anthony.
Of course it is.
There are two Tenier postcards. That makes sense, since no one knows which St. Anthony Saunier was interested in. Maybe I should take them both. Ah, they've got some nice postcards of the town and valley.
Seeing if there's anything else.
Yeah, they've got some nice postcards of the town and valley. There are 2 10-year postcards. That makes sense, since no...
But I only have one. Which one's the other one?
That postcard is just a scenic shot. It's not going to help me with... Yeah, they've got... There are 2 10-year postcards.
I don't know what, like, okay, I know this is not right, but in my mind, a franc would have been like $1. So $10 for a postcard seems wrong. How much was a franc? Franc value, 1999. Let's take a look. Because 10 francs, it feels like a lot, but I've never spent a franc. Loading, 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 loading. Yeah, I wouldn't be wondering if it was a euro. And also, it's 25 years later. Okay. Oh. Oh, franc is only like about 20 cents Canadian. Oh, yeah, okay, that's so about $2. That's acceptable. But I like in my head, it was like a franc was $1. Like, that's not right. But yeah, euro is almost is close enough to make no never mind.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you know anything about an envelope taped to your door last night?
Pardon, an envelope? What kind of an envelope?
A large manila envelope.
I did not notice such a thing when I left last night. Perhaps mademoiselle is thinking of a different door?
Oh, yeah, that must be it. Thanks.
Weird. Euro's been quite stable currency as a euro was 6 marks when the currency changed around here and still is. Huh, neat. Yeah, Canadian currency, because it's so, like, our economy is so closely tied to the American, it's been all over the place. There was a little bit where it actually was worth more. That was nuts.
I wish. Not only don't I speak French, his handwriting was atrocious. Look at that book plate. It has a circle just like the one I found on the map. And inside are 2 triangle shapes superimposed. One white,
Oh,
one
there
black.
is. I didn't even see
wonder if
that.
something like that will appear on my map. These are bills and work orders for the construction Seigneur did. I'm sure there were lots of them.
I don't know if Grace is going to have...
This side of the panels gives the history of the Languedoc.
Yeah, Grace doesn't have any, like, thoughts about this.
This side of the panels gives the
Okay.
history of the Languedoc.
If you're curious about this bit, check out some of my earlier streams, because I'm not reading those all again.
Atom digging. That's appropriate for this region. Cute guy. I'd love to see Gabriel in an outfit like that.
Okay. Weird.
Sonier himself. Intense looking, isn't he?
Kind of fun that old marks are here called here as Mumun Marka, Granny's marks. Oh, that's cute. I know that it's pronounced and spelled differently, but Mumun, I like that Mumun is a little bit like Mumin. So it's like grandma trolls. Okay, I'm going to go scan these cards into Sydney and see what's what. Get going, Grace. Oh, can't go past. Can't go past our boy without... Oh, you're going to go all the way over there, Phooey. Moomy. I probably pronounced that real bad. Sorry. Okay. To the Computron. Last one is Mummy? Aw. Oh, I'm assuming mummy as in like wrapped up mummy, desiccated corpse mummy, not this is my mummy. Okay, add data. Yes, that guy. Okay, I figured it out.
To scan that, I'd have to get onto Sydney and do an add data.
Then why is why is the option in my inventory thing if I'm not allowed to actually do it? Okay. Let's take a look.
Those two paintings are mentioned again. I really need to get a hold of them.
Okay. Nothing new. Let's take a look. Analyze. Open. We'll start with 10 units. 1. Analysis not find any encoded reference in the image. Fantastic. Love that for me.
It found something. This must be the one Sonier copied from the Louvre.
Hidden geometry is present in the image. Decipherable words in image. Okay, well, let's view the geometry. Diagonal junctions with edge of painting indicate a square. Implicit angles indicate tilted square. Square complete.
That's the map geometry, all right. The tilted square and the meridian. I already have those on the map. So this painting is related to the mystery. Maybe the artist put more clues in here.
Zoom and clarify. AKA enhance. Image enlarged. Biblical verse heading. Retrieve verse. Yes.
It's the instructions for the building of the Temple of Solomon.
Open bag A. Remove. Make sure you have all pieces available. 2 Chronicles 3. Then Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem in Mount Moriah, where the Lord appeared unto David his father, in the place that David had prepared in the threshing floor of Oman the Jebusite. And he began to build in the 2nd day of the 2nd month in the 4th year of his reign. Now these are the things wherein Solomon was instructed for the building of the house of God. The length by cubits after the first measure was 60 cubits, and the breadth 20 cubits. All right. Got any other thoughts?
Those 2 paintings are mentioned again. I really need to get a hold of them.
Okay. There's nothing happening at this point. Why?
That's the map geometry, all right. The tilted square and the meridian. I already have those on the map. So this painting is related to the mystery. Maybe the artist put more clues in here.
Maybe I have to look up Temple of Solomon? Okay. This is looking promising. Okay. Temple of Solomon. The legendary temple was built in Jerusalem around 950 BC at the initiation of King Solomon and remained the centerpiece of Jewish faith until it was destroyed by the Romans. It is said to be based on Egyptian temple design, and this may be true, for the Bible readily admits that the chief architect was loaned to Solomon by an Egyptian pharaoh. The temple layout was given to Solomon by God as related in 2 Chronicles 3rd chapter. The length was 120 cubits and the width 30 cubits. Wait, that's not what that other thing said. It just wasn't. 120, 30. What? That's not what that said. Can't save these.
It's the instructions for the building of the Temple of Solomon.
Yeah, 3 score. That's 60 by 20. That wasn't right. It just wasn't. Because a score is 20. Oh. The data Temple of Solomon floor plan could not be retrieved. Link is down. Request entered for data to be sent as soon as host is back online. That's cheating, game. Read the Freemason stuff already.
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Ha ha ha.
Those 2 paintings are mentioned again. I really need to get a hold of them.
What a hold.
I visit the tomb of the celebrated painter Poussin and, like the shepherds, puzzle at the enigma of the tomb. My brain
Maybe you have to go
pounds,
to
the light
Poussin's
burns
tomb.
my eyes. It is all too mixed up to tell. Teniers, too, has dipped his brush in the earth, and his at the innermost places of the queen. Here is the sign that Teniers has given in his innocent recluse. Surely, there is a path between the two.
Maybe I didn't get all of the paintings? Was there a postcard I didn't pick up?
There are 2 Tenier postcards.
Okay, I already got that.
That makes sense, since no one knows which Saint Anthony Saunier was interested in. Maybe I should take them.
But I did.
That postcard. It's a postcard of Poussin's painting Le Berger d'Arcadie.
There we go. I was looking for the thought thing.
That postcard is just a scenic shot. It's not.
So I think that's... Oh, common things. Nope, that's up. This is out. Back we go. Oops, wrong way. I will get this map straightened out in my head. It's just that one intersection there. Back upstairs. And 23. 25. Add data. Just Poussin. Had a thought about it, but it was probably saying, I should probably scan this into Sydney. Okay, analyze. Open. Poussin. Start analysis. Hidden geometry is available, and I can zoom in. Verify. Diagonal on image left forms angle with foot of kneeling figure and elbow knee of figure on center right. Second triangle forms hexagram shape. The shape has been saved. Like, where are you getting this? Where, like, part of this isn't even on the painting. That is not on his foot. You are making stuff up. Do I want to save the text to a new file? Yes, I do. Text save to a new file. Okay.
No, there's no point in scanning Le Serpent Rouge.
That's not what I meant to click.
Teniers, too, has dipped his brush in the earth. Poussin's painting is based on a real location around
Probably
here. Could
L'Hermitage.
Teniers be also?
Okay. So Where's Où est? Où est l'Hermitage? L'Hermitage! Make a point. Oh. Map, enter points. Le boop. And Poussin's tomb is up here somewhere. Start analysis.
Wow. Look at that. It hits the meridian at exactly the same spot as the sunrise line.
I wonder, like, how much they fudged the map in making all of this so that things actually added up. Ooh, next section.
16 form the center, and the center forms 16. I pray to St. Paul for direction, and he answers with a simple gesture. Here is the reconstruction to which so many noble minds were dedicated. I look to the Book of the Hermit for reassurance. The numbers they give me confirm the truth. What strange mystery is concealed in the new Temple of Solomon, built by the children of St. Vincent?
Okay, so we got to look up St. Vincent, because I've already looked up Temple of Solomon. Main menu, search.
I wonder if the children of St. Vincent would be heretics. That could mean either the Cathars or the Templars.
St. Vincent was a theologian who lived in the 5th century and wrote the definitive book on how to define heresy and heretics. Okay, so I'll have to read that out because something went wonky. Virgo says 16 from the center. Each row and column. That went too fast for me to read. Fun. Let's try that again. Virgo says 16 from the center. Each row and column in the grid has 8 blocks. St. Paul gives direction with a simple gesture. Where have I seen St. Paul? Try it one more time. Virgo's probably talking about the center, 2 rows and columns. Where have I seen St. Paul? That was annoying. St. Paul does not exist. Okay. Main menu. Analyze. Hydrate. Why, thank you, Scarfy. Life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Okay. Open file. So I think... And, oh, yeah, absolutely. Can't have a non-hydrated mermaid. That's like... dried fish. Okay, let's go out to some of the places that have been mentioned.
I don't think that would accomplish anything.
Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Zoop.
I'll go get the bike.
I'll go get the bike. All right, so. Want to go to... Definitely Poussin's tomb.
It's a tourist sign about the tomb.
Poussin's tomb lookout is, this away.
It does look remarkably like the tomb in the Poussin painting.
Oh, nope. Not what I wanted at all. Ah. Oh, yes. Emilio was over here. He was sitting on the ground
Emilia
scratching
wrote
thing.
something in the dirt. Emilia wrote some.
Or did he write sum? Or did he put...
Some. Either he's really into math or he got interrupted.
No, sum. I am.
I'd rather not, thank you. It would hurt putting it down my pants.
But you have no problem with the shovel? Oh, no, the shovel's on the back of the bike. That's fair.
It does look remarkably like the tomb in the Poussin painting.
What was it that it said on it?
I bought it at the museum.
Oops. And the other place was L'Hermitage.
This place is close to the center of the circle on the map, but I can't pinpoint the exact center without help. L'Hermitage, place of the hermit. This little cave has been identified as L'Hermitage.
What do you have?
L'Hermitage, place of the hermit. Saint Anthony was a hermit.
Can I go in? Gabe wouldn't go in because he doesn't like caves after having found the last cave that he was in. Decades worth of dead bodies gnawed upon by a werewolf who was still there at the time, except he was in man form and was just sitting there naked chewing on a thigh bone.
There's something taped to the wall.
Mine now.
Where did the bloodline of the pharaohs go? Look to he who is legendary for his wisdom to find the answer. How bizarre. I mean, who would leave such a thing? And why?
That's something about Solomon.
It's just one little room. Doesn't go anywhere. Something about the cave and this rock formation looks familiar to me. Virgo mentions St. Paul. I look to St. Paul for direction, and he answers with a simple gesture. St. Paul is pointing up in this painting. I wonder what he's pointing to in the actual landscape.
Haha. Oh, am I a smart, clever girl? I think I am.
The rock formation. It's just like the one in the 10 Years painting. 10 Years was painting the center of the circle.
Great. And what can I do with that information? Okay.
16 form the center, and the center forms 16. I pray to St. Paul for direction, and he answers with a simple gesture. Here is the reconstruction to which so many noble minds were dedicated. I look to the Book of the Hermit for reassurance. The numbers they give me confirm the truth. What strange mystery is concealed in the new Temple of Solomon, built by the children of St. Vincent? I bought it at the museum.
Yeah.
It's Poussin's Les Bergères d'Arcadie. Virgo mentions St. Paul. I look to St. Paul for direction, and he answers with a simple gesture. St. Paul is pointing up in this painting. I wonder what he's pointing to in the actual landscape.
I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Virgo mentions St. Paul.
What? Maybe just go up this way. It's like he's pointing up, and up is he's pointing up. I'm confused. What is this?
I wrote these coordinates down from the map in Sydney. These numbers give the exact latitude and longitude of any given point on the map. It would be great if I could coordinate them with the exact latitude and longitude out in the valley itself, but how?
Yeah, how? What am I looking at? Center of circle, Magdalene's crown, 2 degrees longitude, 40 degrees latitude. Huh. Everything's going pretty good. How was food? Food is good. Grace has more mysteries to solve. Like this is like this whole section is fascinating. But it is very much a brain teaser. I think once I solve this next riddle, that might be it for tonight because, hey, the sun's coming up. Which is fine because I work nights, so this is my normal being awake time. But it's just kind of, meh. Need to sort of wind down for the day. Food was excellent. Don't know what it did, but it was super good. Plus, it's your comfort food. Oh, that's always so good. It's like, wait, I've done something magical with this dinner. I don't know what I did, and I don't know how to recreate it, but it was good. Yeah, I've been streaming a while, it's more than 7 hours, but this way I have stuff to put on my YouTube all week. So I divide up my streams into chunks. Ba. Analyze. Excuse me. Describe the feeling perfectly, though we hope to be able to create it, but not sure if you want it. It's a good one-time experience. Okay. Pray to St. Paul for... Where have you seen St. Paul? Is St. Paul the... Let me look at this. Is this St. Paul? Is there something in... Okay. This is the little guidebook for the local church, which was built after a priest named Saunier somehow became very wealthy out of nowhere. Aw, chat went down again. I'm sorry, everybody. No St. Paul here.
St. Anthony and St. Paul by David Tenier.
Okay, well. Oh, graphics? Use shape. I had another shape.
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Yes, you are. Believe in yourself. Okay, I'm gonna take a little peeky peek over at UHS. Because which one am I on? Which riddle is this? Virgo. Okay. 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 I have to go back to L'Hermitage. We almost done this bit. I can do it. I believe in me. I have confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in rain.
I'll go get the butt.
I have confidence in going to Mermaid. Ah! That's dumb.
In the Tenier painting, St. Paul is pointing northeast, towards Mount Cardew.
Okay, now I know. That's what I needed to do. So now I know that I have to make the Temple of Solomon on my little map. Come on, Grace. Like, it's a laptop. Why can't you pick it up and take it with you? Why can I never find my room? 25. There we go. Grace attached wheels to her body. Yep, we finally got the wheels. Because Gabe is asleep. And you'll notice that he is asleep in the bed that Grace was sleeping in before. Scandalous things have happened. Because Gabe had a vision of a vampire coming to attack Grace. Okay. Analyze. So we're going to add some points. a boop. So the reason why I'm adding the points here is because we're drawing out the Temple of Solomon, which we know, oops. That's 'cause I did that wrong. We know is 1/4 is the ratio of it. So 2/8 would take up an entire length of this. And we know because in that painting, St. Paul is pointing northeast. We're going to be drawing a direction that is northeasterly. I have to make sure I am selected the right spot. Yes. Graphic. Nope. Enter points. Boop. And a boop. And all the way down here. A boop. And over here. A boop. Start analysis.
It matches the shadow on Wilkes' seismic map.
Can't say if Grace made the right choice, but she made the better choice. Not that it was much of a choice. Like, she's had a thing for him for 3 games now. It does get... There further things happened with this. And despite the fact that I said that I don't care about spoilers, I'm not going to say what happens. Okay. Is that it for that bit? Yep, that was the end bit of that puzzle. Excellent. So, that's going to be it for tonight. Because tonight is now this morning. It is a beautiful sunrise, but it's going to mess up my lighting. So, let's see if I can find someone to raid. I'll just switch over to Big Face while I do that, because then we've got fun music. Yep, drama for later. Let's see if I can find someone to raid to. Who's around? So late you just had lunch? It's 7:30 in the morning. It's about time for dinner for me. Night shift is weird. Okay. Okay, nobody I follow directly is online right now. Let's see if there's anyone in any categories. Oh, there's people that are live in the retro category. Do. Sort of give a scroll through the top, see if there's anything I recognize. The problem with the retro category is that there is such a wide range of what could be considered retro. Like, it could be platformers, it could be adventure games, it could be from anywhere from like the 70s through the 2000s. Like, retro as a category is so undefined. I found out recently the reason why the retro category exists is at one point there is actually a game called Retro. And that was what the category was supposed to be. It's like how there's a category for I'm Just Sleeping or something. There was a game called I'm Just Sleeping, and then people started using it for streaming themselves sleeping. I was like, okay, why are you doing that? Like, you had the option to not do that. Spatula, it's about breakfast time here. You think you're on the same time zone as you? Yeah, I am an Eastern Standard Time. Speaking of, I stream every Sunday night to Monday morning, midnight Eastern Standard Time, playing adventure games fantasy games, whatever really strikes my fancy. And once I finish Gabriel Knight, we're going to be heading into playing Quest for Glory 1 EGA, which despite the fact that Quest for Glory is one of my favorite series of all time, I have never played before. Yeah, I'm Just Sleeping is mostly used for AFK streams for subathons. Yeah, but like there is a game called I'm Just Sleeping, and I feel really sorry for the devs of that game. Like, no, nobody actually streams our game. It's just a bunch of people who are passed out. Okay, I can't find anyone, like, sort of any related games or anyone I know to raid out to. So I think I'm just going to finish things off there. Thank you all so much for coming out. I will be back again next week for more Gabriel Knight goodness. Maybe we'll even finish off the game. It's so good. I was so worried going back and playing this, like, what if it was just all rose-colored glasses that I remember really enjoying this game because I haven't played it in so long. But no, this is good. This is a good time. It's just really hard to get the game. So, I will see you guys next week, Sunday night to Monday morning, midnight Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you guys will have a great midnight, day, afternoon, whichever. I'm bad at endings. Bye!